Good evening, wonderful people. My name is Gabriela. Once again, welcome to the Noble Woman Show. You know this show seeks to inspire, educate, and inform you as I bring you amazing guests that will transform you with their life stories. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to a Yiwa restaurant, gym, and spa. Our delivery vans and bikes are always on time. Cater for all events, wedding reception, bridal shower, birthday parties, and all other events.
When you want to eat at the right place or the perfect place to have a good health, it's a Yiwa restaurant.
Our ultra-modern spa with professional massage therapists.
My name is Prophet Asake Asante
Saturday karaoke with DJ Everlasting. Sunday live acoustic music with Ivo Manifest and our local dishes. And cool free in our jacuzzi. Kit Eyiwa restaurant in Accra behind Achimota Melcom.
Welcome back from the break. This is still the Noble Woman Show. Today on the show, we're talking to an amazing personality. She's full of life, and she's still looking 16. I'm just wondering how she's still looking 16. She's a very beautiful woman, and she has always been beautiful. She's made a lot of impact in the country, and especially in the younger generation. Most people look up to her. We'll be talking to the amazing Akosua Agyapong. Welcome, Mommy, to the Number One Show.
Thank you.
Mommy, you are still looking beautiful as ever. You've not changed, no wrinkles, nothing. Wow. But you're still looking like, oh, sweet 16. What's your secret?
I say very good evening to your viewers. And people ask me, what do? I don't go to the gym. Oh. I don't take in any pills or anything. And I always say it's by God's grace. Okay. And I like doing a lot of housework, like sweeping the house, like cleaning the house. I like doing that a lot. And I mind my own business. And there's one thing people need to know out there. If somebody wrongs you, don't just take it to heart. Today I've asked you about it. Gabriela, you did A, B, C, D. It has to end. Don't bottle it, or don't get angry and then keep it in you. Because most of the time if you do that, it really ages you, because the person's happily doing whatever he or she's doing, and you are still thinking of the incident that happened. So to me, I think I always say it's by God's grace, because as people go to the gym, I've never been to a gym before. It's by God's grace. And I'm proud to say I'm a mother of 6. And if God is keeping me like this, then he has something good for me.
Yeah. That is so amazing. Mommy, let's get into your career.
Okay.
You've been doing music for how long?
30 years this year.
Whoa.
30 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, I started way back when I was 20 years. Yeah, and that was 1990.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this year turns my 30 years in music. I really wanted to do my 30th anniversary as I did the 25th anniversary, but unfortunately the virus came, so I had to postpone it. So we're still finding new dates for that.
Okay. In your time, unlike now that there's social media, it's easy to promote your music. Yeah. Even if you don't have money, you can just put it there and pay some little dollars. People will get to hear it and all. In your time, it was not like that. You have to push to get there. It tells me that you had to put in a lot of work.
Yes.
How was it like? What was your motivation? Because sometimes I feel you give up on the way.
Okay. Way back we had just one TV station. That was then it was GBC.
Okay.
Yeah, and so before music can be promoted, you have to come on Weekend Rendezvous. There's a program called Weekend Rendezvous, okay. And then also you have to do more shows, and thank God we're not that much. So it was like we're not that many. That's the word I should use. So it was like you have a program here and there. Like there'll be a program at Trade Fair, and when you go there, you see thousands of people there, and that was really helping our albums to be promoted. And also we had one place that was the art center. That was our conference center at that time. Because when you have a program at Art Center, the whole place is packed with thousands of people. And that also, so most of the time it was the shows and the TV programs that really made us who we are now.
In your time, was it more of a male-dominated industry or there were more females?
There was more males than females because I remember my time, it was Lady Talata, we had Rama Bedu and what's her name? Asabia Cropper.
So the females were very little?
So
how did you penetrate?
There's a saying say at the Panatone. Okay. You know, what my first time on TV, I had my dancers, and it was very unusual. I had my dancers with me. We did something unusual by wearing our black and yellow socks. You know, we had way back in Holy Child, I was actually dancing. I loved dancing.
Oh, you went to Holy Child?
Yes, I went to Holy Child Secondary School. Yes, and that was way back in 1981. I finished in 86. Yeah, and so way back in Holy Child, there was Gunza, there was AFS. So the AFS and Gunza night, I was always there to dance for the school. And so coming on TV with Frema, with Born Again, with Miyoba, and with the dancers behind me, I think we did it all. And so the name just shot up. Everybody was calling Akosua Agyapong within a short time. And I was really happy about that because some people have been there before I came, but my name just became a household name. And thank God I was young by then. I was 20 years by then. And as I always remember our late Ebony to be almost the same age as I was when I started. And sometimes too, it's all about how you've been brought up. Because it wasn't like maybe you get on stage as somebody wanted to try. My first time on stage at Art Center, the band that was supposed to support me, I realized that their leader had this plastic cup with this drink, this thing in a white bottle. He kept on giving round to his people. Then he got to me and said, it said it in tree. Mameji, we be kakananum na no more. When you're supposed to perform on stage, and I meaning if you take it, if you drink this, you become very high, you'll be able to perform very well. And I told him one thing, and I want the up-and-coming musicians and the musicians to know, it's very important to know this. Whatever you start with is what you end with. Okay. If I'd taken that alcohol, coming here for this interview, I'd have had it beside me, I'd have taken some, I would have thought that made me do what I did. And then I realized that if you start with something, so sometimes I sit back and I tell myself that I can't blame the young ones. I'm really blaming some of the managers, I'm blaming some of the producers who actually push them into doing something before they can.
So some of the producers are the cause of that?
You see, some of the managers, I'll use the managers, not the producers per se, and the executive producers. Because it's like wear something short, and when you wear something, you be attractive. You have to look sexy. And I'm being honest, I've never worn anything that made me look sexy. But at the end of the day, I put on my jeans, I put on my T-shirt, and Akosua Agyapong still became Akosua Agyapong.
Yeah. So are you a gospel musician or you are at the other side?
Now, the other side, I'm happy you're using that word. The other side, people always think that the type of songs we play, they call it worldly song. And then some even call it profane songs, and they call the gospel song Christian music. I want to correct people out there. A song like the Baby, you cannot call it a worldly song or a profane song because there's nothing profane about it. Some like Miyoba, Kokoko, Frema, I advise people in those songs. And when the songs come, something comes in gospel, like Lumba. When it's gospel, we sing gospel. Because we are songwriters. It comes and then we sing. That doesn't mean that we've diverted from what we used to do. Because my latest song that is coming out, it's advice songs that are in. I advise people in the songs like money is not everything. Sometimes you might think having money is really everything. I have another song that's coming out, and I said the title is Stupid. Owoni is stupid. Why am I saying that? Because nowadays you just realize that young ones are dying. And some of them, they kill themselves because of love. They get disappointed. They even poison themselves because they've been disappointed. And that is called stupid. Okay, because it's not your death. because of somebody, you're dead. And I there's a part I said, Obeti pa yes, oh what a shock. Where we go, Obeti pa yes, gone too soon. Unam hopa, Obeti ebeit where we stupido metie. My family watching. Me di nyansa beto na mechi meni wati. Nyansa pa me di bechi meni enti jiweni wati. Okay, so this is a song that is coming out, and so the chorus is you when it na jiweni because I'm really sure. You understand? So the songs that we write, we advise people. So let's come back to the question. I can never change what God has given me. I'm a songwriter. I'm also a singer. I'm a performer. So any song that comes, I make sure that I write it and then I sing it.
Okay. You've been in this business for 30 years.
30 years, yes.
I don't know your aspiration or your dream or what you wanted to achieve when you were 20 when you started. But do you think you've gotten to where you wanted to be now in this business?
Yes.
You've achieved what you want?
I have achieved, but I'm still... I want the
like
world...
I
want, Medru, but still no... Medru was Ghana.
Okay.
But I mean, Drew here outside.
Okay.
I want to go out there for them to know. Because I remember Benjamin Dube came to Ghana, but before that I met him in London. There was a program organized by OBTV.
Okay.
OBTV, yeah. It's OBTV, yeah. And they actually invited a group from Togo, a group from Benin, a group from the African countries. In Ghana, I was the one that they selected, so I got there. And I was in my room waiting for my turn. And they just came to knock my door. And Benjamin Dube was the main act.
Okay.
Yeah. So they came to knock my door. I said, hey, it's not time. I just heard the Congolese people play. So I was following. And they said, no, what is happening there? I have to come and ginger the place for Benjamin to come. And honestly, I performed. I went alone. So anytime I'm alone, I go with my walking stick or something to entertain the people. And I was in my after performance. I was in my room and I had a knock. I said, hey, I finished performing. What is happening? And then Benjamin Dube came in. She said, who are you? I said, my name is Akosua. You live in Ghana? I said, yes. What are you doing in Ghana? I said, I live there. With all this performance, and we haven't even heard of you, seen you. And whilst he was waiting in his room, his dancers, his backup singers, has a large group. Yeah. They all came to stand there watching me perform. So that made him come to my room to find out who actually pulled all this crowd. And I'm being honest, that's why I said I've gotten where God to get in Ghana. Maybe that's why God is keeping me this way. And I have to make sure that out there, they know that there are Ghanaian musicians out here who can also make it out there. Now it's not about the language. Because if you're looking at it, the Nigerian songs and other things are making, even the Indian songs are making out there. Yeah. So why can't our songs get there? Yeah. So that's my prayer, that we also get out there. So to answer your question, Ghana, yes. But outside, I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. You're married to a pastor?
Yes.
You see church members, they talk a lot. How do you hear some comments about what you do, even a negative comment, because they will go like, "Mamino in there or only asifone, and now only asifone is also for mommy." Like all those. Do you hear stuff like that? And how do you handle it?
Me baby of mama too much. I like the question you've asked me, but let me deviate a bit. Before you get married to somebody, make sure the person knows what your dream is and what you are doing. And it's very important. Sometimes we get married to people that try to sit on our dreams, sit on our talents, come and order you about, tell you what you should do and what you should not do. And that is our fault, because you should let the person know, no matter how rich the person is, no matter how handsome the person is, no matter how beautiful the lady is, no matter how rich the lady is, you have to let the person know your dream. The man of God knew who I was before he got married to me. I was Akosua Agyapong before he got married to me. And he knew how I dress, how I carry myself, the shows that I do, how I perform on stage. So, what if he is okay with it? Whoever says is secondary matter. I wouldn't take that seriously. Now, being also for mom doesn't mean I should always put on clothes, long dress, tie my hair with hairgear, and then go to church and they sit down as if they've come to tell me that I've lost my mom. No, I'm not ready for that. Now, when you get married, or if you're dating somebody, you're Gabriela. When you get married to Mr. Asari, you're not going to change your program to Gabriela Asari.
Yeah.
Or even if before you started the program, let's say you're married to Mr. Asari, please don't ever use your married name into whatever you do. Whereby your musical name or whereby your acting name, whatever, don't. I've raised my voice because it's another wahala. Because let's agree, sweetheart, I'm starting a program. I'm creating a name for it. And that they know that I'm Mrs. Asari, but I'm using maybe Gabriela. I'm using Akos. Maybe I'm using JL for it. That's before you started the program.
Yeah.
You are letting him know because you are married to him before.
Yeah.
Now, when you get married to somebody and you are already in it, please, or even if you are going in it, don't go and use names that in marriage there are ups and downs.
Yeah.
And there's something called divorce. And that divorce, that they are extending to somebody. Let me tell you something. Divorce, spell it for me. The first letter is what?
D.
D, when disappointments take place. Give me the next one. I, when insults comes in. Let's go.
V.
When violence begin.
Okay. O.
Give me the O, 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 give me the O. But when the person opportunist, when the person become opportunist.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
R.
When there's no, when the person is rude to you.
C.
When there's curses in the marriage or in the relationship.
Oh. E.
When envy starts. What? I'm coming back to a question. I want to listen to what people will say. It's me. At the end of the day, when I die, and the God is judging, Akosua, call your 6 children and your husband to come and stand there for us. No, God is going to judge everybody individually. And so at the end of the day, me getting married to a man of God didn't change what I do. It didn't change my music because I wasn't singing profane. Okay. Even when I went to somebody's outdooring, and the person is a Catholic, so I went to the outdoor, I went to sing for them. So I sang gospel. I sang this church. So yeah. The fathers, with the Catholic, they call them the Roman fathers. No, please, you haven't finished. And I said, oh, should I sing another gospel? They said, no, if you don't sing Frema, you are not going. I sang Frema, they all came to dance to it. And they said, Uncle, I sang Frema again. Because Frema is not profane. But before the person became a Roman father, he used to dance with Frema, and they loved Frema, so I sang Frema. So this tells you that even as of Mami or whatever it is, now at the end of the day, I'm still singing my Frema, I'm still singing my Born Again, I'm still singing my Kokoko, or Dogma Mesunko, because all I advise people through my songs. And so, me getting married to a man of God didn't change me not wearing jeans and my T-shirt and my cap. No, it doesn't change the heart that I carry in there. But people, when they get married to a man of God, they change. The men of God made the woman become like an old lady. Titile Hruzim. And with me, you will not get me. Because that wasn't how I was when you met me. So please be yourself. Make yourself happy. So by December, you will need you in a
that song has to come.
I'm telling you. I say, our Bonia will miss Tugu.
And one.
Ojuma, I say, Jamwa Junjin. And no man will form a Miss Raminia Jiweni.
That's all.
That is it. But finance at home, Nechiwen. And getting married to the man of God didn't change anything about me. I'm still Akosua Japan.
Okay, we're still talking to the beautiful Akosua Japan. She's one of the legends in our time today, and she's bringing out a song. Yiweni Najiweni. I support that song. Yiweni Najiweni. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Are you planning a trip, or you're going for a holiday with a lot of destinations all over the world? Just decide on where you want to go, and see Ryan Travels will take you there. We offer UAE visa, air ticketing, tour packages, hotel reservations, corporate travels, and many more. You can contact Searine Travels on 0264 623 091 or 0302 408067. You can email Searine Travels at c.rhinetravels@gmail.com. Searine Travels. You pack, we plan.
Welcome back from the break. This is still the Noble Woman Show, and we're talking to the lively Akosua Agyapong. She's full of life.
Yes.
So much life. Mommy, let's get a little bit into marriage.
Mati.
I'm calling you mommy because you're my mother.
Don't
so.
worry. Make her cry.
You see, when a woman gets divorced
Yeah.
and she has a child, or a woman is not married but she has a child,
Yeah, okay.
it might be 1, 2, or 3 children, whatever number it is.
Yeah.
She feels that she might not get a man to marry. Sometimes too, when she finds a man, any little thing in the relationship, the man will make her feel that he's considering her. You know, making her feel that and
Sister, nonsense.
What do you have to say about that?
Don't let your partner think that without him you are nothing. Don't meet the man and tell him your history about what the previous relationship was, the things that happened. You see, sometimes we get carried away because if we 2,000 amount, we can suck up and he wants to go out with you.
Yeah.
So you start talking too much. Don't. Don't let the person think that, yes, although the first one didn't happen, or maybe you didn't get married as you said, but it was more boyfriend, girlfriend, bye-bye. I have 2 kids. Maybe the man too has 2 kids or 3 kids at the end of the day, and maybe the wife is dead, or maybe he's also divorced, or maybe he didn't meet the right person. As time goes on, you'll be releasing, you'll be talking to him about 1 or 2 things, but not then. Like the children's father was not taking care of them, and that's been me, that's been you, and now he thinks that he's doing a favor. Because even the father's children were not even taking care of them. So with me, the little I'm doing, I'm even helping out. So don't say things that will let the person get upper hand. And some of the men, I'm begging you, when you meet the women and they have kids, love them as your own. Some of them love the kids. I know a woman who came in with 3 kids. If I tell you that the kids are not the man's, you will not believe it. The way he is with the kids is so beautiful. And they've brought all their kids together. And the way the kids are, you think that, they are one mother, one father.
Yeah.
I know. And so taking care of somebody's kid is a blessing. And the men that don't take care of children, it's a curse. They should look in the Bible. I didn't write the Bible. I remember President, our president that died. Atta Mills. I mean, well, he used to be at Legon. And he used to be a lawyer then. But when he lived at Legon, you know there are rooms that they live in. Those small rooms that the lecturers live in. That's where he is with and his wife. But you see, nobody knew who he was going to be. He became the president of Ghana. And the wife was so respected him in everything, although they lived in that house. So at the end of the day, you don't know anybody's future. So if somebody had picked President Mills when he was a child as his stepson, he became the president, you know where I'm coming from. So please don't think that sorry to say some of the men are useless. They're not taking care of their kids. And so if the women are doing that, it's a blessing to the woman. And when you, the man, accept that child and take care of that child, the blessings that you didn't expect is what you're going to get. Because you're taking somebody's responsibility to be yours. And so those that are having children, don't worry about it. Just pray, look good. I know what brewe be na kana tanto obi umba kwa so nya 42 be aka when 28. Take good care of your son. I bet you the man that would handle you and love and take care of you car won't know than a better man. I'm telling you.
Do you think a marriage is for everyone? Do you think marriage is for everyone, both male and female? Do you think marriage is for everyone?
To me, I think no. Sana Awons is not for everyone.
Oh, what can some?
Yeah. Not everybody that came to this world to come and give birth.
Why do you think so?
That is how God, we cannot change what God has written.
Okay.
Somebody will try, do everything. I have a half sister who she's getting to She's 89 now. She never had a child. But the way she raised people's children, you muffle, you feel, or your bad time. So Mother's Day, I say Happy Mother's Day to some of the women that are not giving birth. But the way they treat people's children, the way they take care of people's children, is like their own. So they call them mommy. When you go Mother's Day, the things that they get is even more than here I say I was 16. And the same thing happens to marriage. Obe when they marry fine, but only kunupa. Me was a very good woman, she house cleaning, cooking or what, but she's not getting it. No, no. Okay. And so it's all about prayers. Right? What you have written about me, let it come to pass. Exactly. Don't force yourself. Somebody is in the marriage, the wahala she's passing through. You that are staying in the house, you are even happier than the person that is staying in that marriage. Wahala marriage or jata. The man cannot come to the house because she's got a tigress in the house. So when he closes from work, he goes to sit somewhere with friends, drink, and then come home late. They come, church and say, no, because you're jata. And I'll tell you, he's not happy. You don't keep the house neat, you don't cook well, you don't talk to him properly, you are rude, you don't even know how to carry yourself. You talk to him anyhow, even when his friends are around. So what kind of marriage is that? Yeah. If you know, he has some, maybe some stew or in the fridge. He cooks his rice, he eats. Have his peace of mind. So some of them are into it, they wish they will run away from it. And some of them are out there. And I have a song like that. Friends say, "Awari na yetire, awari wo yetire." Obi me say esujafo munyi mano. Awari for munyi mano. Yetire. Obi person ba. Hwe yasi weja awari ekuya so hwe kunu. Amasa awari edepa. Adwa so nwari biem na nehi na yo. Ebi say yetire. Oh. Yes, or power, a creature so you can. I'm a song I rebuild. Once or so, free mukra. As a piece of review. And so, so we have to pray for God to give us what God has planned for us.
What will be your advice to young ladies watching the show? Your final words?
My final word to the young ones. And wait to pajarum kesimu or china wait to kakase ni fie wo na cast na ye din hwe na mika se minchro nya potre na nya menyu de ma you have to have your own family so that in future say these are my kids and my grandchildren. This is what I was able to do in life, and I'm pleading with you, these juju and these things that you guys are going to not help you. At the end of the day, you will die and leave everything. Have you seen any rich man that has been buried in his house? Or he took the, let me correct it. Have you seen any rich man that they've put him in his car and buried him? Or they've taken one whole house and they added it and put it in the grave with him? No, that's never happened. Whatever we have, even with our big beds, we only sleep at one place. Please, take it easy and pray to God. So God will bless you with what God has planned for you. Because most of you, when you go in and you come out, at the end of the day, your life becomes very miserable. Do you want that? No. And please, let's keep ourselves good. Let's stop exposing ourselves. God, I love you all. Keep watching Gabriela.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. It's been an amazing time with you today.
Thank you.
It's been a very splendid time today on the Noble Woman Show with the legend Akosua Agyapong. She has made a lot of impact. I believe you've learned a lot because this is one of my best interviews. I've learned a lot from today's interview. Thank you so much for staying with us today on the Noble Woman Show. The show was brought to you by Sea Rhyme Travels, and we are also bringing you this interview right from Ayiwa House. They have a restaurant, they have a spa, they have a gym, they have a salon. So if you want to give yourself any kind of treatment, Ayiwa House is the best place to visit. You can locate them at Achimota, right behind the Achimota Melcom. Thank you so much for staying with us today on the show. My name is Gabriela. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.
Asante.